Fatima's Big Splash on the Hiawatha. It was a sunshiny Sunday, the kind of day that feels like a warm hug. Fatima was ready for an adventure. She didn't use words to speak, and her wheelchair was her trusty chariot, but her smile told the whole story. Her gray and brown tabby cat, Figaro, stretched his long legs and gave a sleepy meow. "Sorry, Figaro," Fatima's eyes seemed to say. "Today is for the river, and you're the king of the couch." Fatima, her mom Gulson, and her dad Levent arrived at the banks of the Susquehanna River. There she was, the Hiawatha. The riverboat was a grand sight, painted in red, white, and blue, with a giant red paddle wheel at the back. Fatima's heart did a little dance. She loved boats more than anything, and she was determined to see every single inch of this one. "Welcome aboard," called out Skipper Karam. The crew was wonderful and very helpful. They made sure the first floor was perfectly flat and open, so Fatima could roll right along. Inclusion means making sure everyone can join the fun, and the Hiawatha crew knew exactly how to make Fatima feel like the guest of honor. As the boat began to chug down the river, Gulson pointed to the tall trees on the shore. "Long ago," Gulson explained, "this river was full of logs from lumber companies. The Susquehanna was like a giant highway for wood." Fatima watched the sparkling water, imagining the river filled with floating treasures from the forest. Levent and Gulson talked about how people realized the trees were disappearing. Just like the Lorax, the people of the valley decided to speak for the trees. They replanted the forests so the hills would stay green and healthy for everyone. Now, the mountains looked like big, emerald pillows for the clouds to rest on. The boat was full of music and laughter, but Fatima had a secret mission. She rolled toward the back of the boat where a sign said, "Crew only." Behind that gate was the magnificent paddle wheel. She looked at the sign and then at her dad, her eyes bright with a "please" that didn't need a single sound. Skipper Karam noticed Fatima's curiosity. He saw how much she wanted to see the magic happen. With a big wink, he unlatched the gate. "A special explorer deserves a special view," he signaled. He invited Fatima and Levent into the restricted area, right where the action was. Splash! Whoosh! The giant red paddles hit the water with a rhythmic, happy thud. It was loud, it was wet, and it was wonderful. Fatima felt the mist on her face and the vibration of the powerful engine in her seat. She was so close, she could see the white foam dancing in the wake. This was the best part of the whole trip. After the boat returned to the dock, it was time for the drive home. They took the long way through Millionaire Road. Fatima looked out the car window at the giant mansions. Some had towers like castles, and others had big stone lions guarding the doors. "Maybe one of those has a room just for boats," Gulson joked. When they finally walked through their own front door, a familiar Mro greeted them. Figaro was waiting, his tail twitching with joy. Fatima leaned down, and the cat rubbed his soft head against her hand. It was a beautiful Sunday, full of rivers, wheels, and history, but being home with her family and Figaro was the perfect ending to a perfect day.